Hello everyone! Good evening po. Magandang gabi sa lahat. Thank you for spending your Thursday evening with us. So please let me know if clear po ba yung audio ko. Type C sa chat box or type N po for not clear. Okay, let me just check the chat box. So, okay, C, okay naman. So, thank you so much for your feedback. So, kahapon, we celebrated our 126th anniversary of Philippine independence. So, speaking of independence, excited na din ako for our webinar tonight as we will uncover the ways to achieve financial independence. So, our webinar is entitled Dream to Stream, Build Income from Your Dream Career and Investment Portfolio. By the way, I am Monath Pangatungan, Visayas Business Development and Market Education Officer of First Metro Securities. It is the stock brokerage arm of the Metro Bank Group, and our company is dedicated to promote financial literacy and create awareness on investment opportunities to empower individuals like you and me and even institutions to attain their financial goals. And we envision to be the largest and most trusted investment solutions partner here in the Philippines. It's my honor and pleasure to serve as your host today. So just like this event or session, we used to conduct our session on-site and face-to-face. However, due to pandemic, we shifted to a webinar format. We are glad that we are regularly invited by private, public, academic institutions that's on top of our monthly webinars. So it's really amazing how technology enables us to add value wherever you are located. So as of year to date, we have conducted more than hundreds of talks already all over the Philippines. So let me know, where are you tuning from? So I'm from Cebu. I'm in Visayas. Anyone here from Luzon or Mindanao? Kindly type your feedback on the chat box. Or baka outside the country kung meron man. Checking. So anyone from Luzon, Visayas, or Mindanao? Wow, we have from US. So good morning. Good morning po. Yes, we also have from Thailand. And we have from Luzon. So thank you so much for your feedback. So since I joined First Metro Securities almost 2 years na po, the topics that we had during the webinars evolve around personal finance, how to improve managing our money, lessening expenses, allocating money for savings and investing, and how to start investing. So now for this webinar, we shall focus on generating income, rather more income. So let me just check with the audience. Let me know your source of income. Kindly type S for salary, P for profit, and B if you have both a salary and profit. So I'll just check on the chat box. So personally, S lang din po ako based on the options given. So I have salary, one sole income. Okay, I have also seen most answers as po, no? Ayan siya. So I just also want to share po. According to the latest data from the Philippine Statistics Office on Philippine labor and employment indicators, as of April 2024, 4% ang unemployment rate natin dito sa Pilipinas. 2 million of the Filipinos aging 15 years old and above included in the workforce are not employed. 96% or 48 million are employed. So sa 48 million employed, majority are wage and salary workers. So included na po yung nag-answer ng S. So kahit may mga existing na work or employed na yung 96%, may 7 million pa or 14.56 million of the employed individuals express their desire to have additional hours of work in their present job, or to have additional job, or to have a new job with longer hours of work. Simply because gusto nila may additional source of income. So tingnan natin ang mga sources of income. First one is earned income. Kapag nag-work ka, nababayaran ka. So for employees, ganyan. Another active source of income is profit. Pag may business ka, you sell products, you provide services, you less all expenses, you get profit as business owner. And do you know na these active sources of income are possible na at the comfort of your home, pwede siya? So you would wonder ask, paano kaya? So this will be answered by our guest speaker who has been in the freelancing industry for 6 years. No other than the CEO and co-founder of Get Hired Online and Filipino Home-Based Moms or FH Moms. Allow me to introduce our guest speaker for tonight. MK Bertulfo is passionate about helping stay-at-home mom, corporate and overseas moms thrive in their chosen career, either as an entrepreneur or a freelancer, so that they can earn enough without leaving their family. Among her notable awards include UN Women's Empowerment Principles Awardee, Go Negosyo Inspiring Filipina Young Entrepreneur Awardee, and Top 100 Most Influential Filipino Women on LinkedIn. MK is the woman with strong advocacy to change the world, one mom at a time. Let's all welcome on our virtual floor, MK Virtulfo. Take it away, Mommy MK.
Hi, Miss Mona. Thank you so much for having me here, First Metro Sec.
Thank
I'm
you
so
po.
honored to be part of this free webinar. I know marami kayong matututunan, hindi lang sa akin, pati na rin kay Miss Monet. So allow me to share my screen. Ayan, kasama natin si Baby so that para magtuloy-tuloy tayo. So, ayan, maybe you can comment down in the comment section or in the chat box, no? Ano-ano yung mga active na income na meron kayo. Since na-define din siya ni Miss Monet, no? Yung ibig sabihin ng active income before we proceed with the passive income na discussion with her. Ako, no, personally, I experienced a lot of jobs in the past, kumbaga salary-based, no? Na active income simula pa nung nag-aaral ako, no, naging fast food worker ako, no, and alam niyo naman sobrang hirap maging fast food worker especially if you are a working student din. So yun yung nakapag-provide sa akin ng income when I was younger, no. And after noon, I also tried other side gigs. So usually yung mga side gigs na to sa mga events, magra-runner, ganyan. And then, wala pa dito, no, yung mga businesses na trinay ko, which is considered rin as a source of income, except hindi nga lang siya, of course, consistent. But still, ang laking tulong pa rin, no, especially if we're talking about, ayan, yung sa real estate, I also tried doing that before, yung magkaroon ng commissions. So, yan, part yan ng active na income, no. I also entered the BPO or call center industry. In fact, nakapag-try ako ng halos lahat na from phone calls, email, chat, and then I also tried working for two different call center companies, which is pinagsabay ko siya in a sense na yung isa kasi is full-time and then the other one naman is seasonal pero 8 hours din siya na shift, meaning to say in a month, 2 weeks ko siyang tinatrabaho, ganyan. So 2 weeks akong doble-doble yung trabaho na literal, no? And as you know, sobrang hirap ng isang trabaho pa nga lang, what more pa yung dalawa. And at the same time, ang hirap, no, when it comes to tulog, no? Meron kang income pero yung health mo naman yung naka-risk, no? So when I discovered online freelancing, which is again an active income since kailangan mong mag-work pa rin, no, so that makasahod ka. It's still employment, no? Though others considered freelancing or ang pag-work from home as a service-based na business. Pero for some, no, talagang kino-consider nila yun as their full-time na work or source ng income. So with this one, no, I tried working as an email support, a virtual assistant, as well as a social media manager, and I still do accept gigs, no, except I'm working now with the team, no, for different projects as well as roles. So when I started working from home, no, ang dami ko nga na-discover when it comes to source of income. Since nag-shift ako, no, to this industry, I realized na hindi lang pala ako dapat meron lang na isang income, no? Dapat pala madami. Especially when we reach to the point, no, na na-experience natin yung pandemic. So, doon talaga halos lahat ng mga tao nakapag-isip na kailangan pala hindi ako umaasa dito sa trabaho na akala ko pang forever, na steady yung job ko dito kasi yung company na pinapasukan ko, no, is a big company, no? So, somewhat dapat stable to, pero bigla silang nagsara during the pandemic. So, nakakatakot, no? Parang lahat tayo may ganong fear when we experience lockdowns, no? And it's the same with us na mga nasa freelancing na industry, no? Kasi marami rin ang nagsara even sa ibang bansa ng mga companies. So, even before the pandemic pa, talagang ako, no, personally, I always want to learn new things na skills din, no, and at the same time, I don't want na iisa lang yung source of income. Kasi number one dyan, yung gastos ng pamilya, lumulobo ng lumulobo, the more na dumadami kayo, of course, if magkakaroon ng baby, katulad ngayon, di ba? And at the same time, pag mas lumalaki yung bata, dumadagdag rin yung needs niya. Kung maliit pa lang siya, ang mga gastos niya is yung basic na needs. Pero habang lumalaki rin yung gastos when it comes to education, no? And even yung sa medical na needs. So, ang daming kailangang i-consider, no? In terms of the what do you call this? The expenses. So, before, na-experience din namin na parang nagigipit, ganyan, kaya todo hanap ng source of income, ganyan. So, may mga times pa na nagdedebate pa kami ng husband ko kung ano ba, babawasan ba natin yung ganito, magkakat ba tayo ng expenses natin, hindi na ba tayo masyadong lalabas, or hindi na ba tayo masyadong o-order, mga ganon. Pero na-realize namin, no, na kumbaga, ang choice namin as well as decision namin mag-asawa is hindi para tipidin yung mga sarili namin or yung mga anak namin. Especially, we wanted the best na life for all of us, no? Since yun naman din talaga yung goal. Pero not to the point naman na maglulus tayo and all that. Pero we wanted na maibigay pa rin, no, yung basic na needs namin, and at the same time may time pa rin, no, to spend for those na tingin namin na makakasaya sa amin. So ang naging bottom line, no, uh, is um to be able to increase yung income and at the same time makapag-activate ng mas maraming source of income. I'll share that with you more later. Pero yun, when I started working from home, I also established Filipino Home-Based Moms or FH Moms as a Facebook group, not knowing na pwede rin pala itong mag-activate, no, ng source of income for me. I-explain ko din siya paano nangyari. So now, I consider myself as a social entrepreneur and a tech startup founder. Aside from FH Moms, I also co-founded naman Get Heard Online, which is an automated interview na system. Okay? So yan, that's me. You can call me Mommy MK. Prior to having two startup companies and an online community, kagaya ng karamihan siguro sa inyo rito, no, na walang kahit na anong skills, walang network, walang resources, walang support, I feel you. Marami sa atin ang nasa ganyang sitwasyon. Until maybe nakilala nyo ang First Metrosec or ang Filipino Home-Based Moms, if you are part of the community na, baby, bebe ka na nga eh. Ayan, sige. So tayo ay live na live. Ayan, mas naging empowered tayo, no? At secured, lalong-lalo na that we have this purpose now, no? To be able to help other women, no? Not just moms. So, ayan. Dito na rin, no? Sa pag-online job, pati na business namin nakuha yung two-story house namin dito sa Lipa, pati na yung farm namin and iba pang mga investments na meron kami as well as businesses. But before I share to you, no, I know sobrang magiging excited kayo to discover what are the ways on how you can earn, especially online, no? Both active na rin siguro, tsaka passive, pahapyawan na rin natin. Ayan. Is to make sure that you can, okay, baby. Miss Monette, okay lang pakisalo muna saglit. I-pamper ko lang si baby saglit. Alright.
Sige po.
Sige. Alright. Ayan. Okay na. Tumihimik na siya. Gusto niya pala ganyan. Okay. Is to, ayan, take care of, before you can take care of others, always remember that you should take care of yourself. Especially if you're the sole provider, no? I know there are a lot of single moms, no? As well as breadwinners ng family. So, it's important, no, to take care of yourself muna. I know mahirap, but always remember na in order for you to have multiple source of income, kailangan malakas ka. No? So, hindi mo kakayanan rin ang gumawa ng iba't ibang revenue, no, for yourself as well as your family if hindi ka malakas, no? So, yan. Ano yan? Reminder. Now, I'd like to share din few of our events, ayan, sa FH Moms. These are the initiatives that we've done in the past. So, with FH Moms, no, we've been doing a lot of training online and then offline, as well as mga events, no, in different parts of the country. We also have yan yung mga initiatives namin, no, from free webinar, scholarship program, and even outreach program. We also have CSR na mga projects such as Alalay, Wi-Fi, and computer para kay nanay. So, ang dami na naming natulungan, no, sa FH Moms na magkaroon ng income din, no, since we're talking about source of income here. Kagaya ni Mami Jen, no, na dating PWD, single mom, OFW din siya, and matagal na rin na nag-corporate work. Virtual assistant na siya ngayon. So, itong mga trabaho na to, no, content writer, social media manager, mabibigyan kayo nito, no, ng talagang income, no, which is considered nga as an active income since you will be working with local or international clients na papasahurin kayo whether uh, part-time or full-time yung work, no, na pinasok nyo. So, ang topic natin, no, for today is ano-ano ba yung mga po pwede nyong pasukin na online job o kaya iba pang mga online na gigs, no, na po pwedeng makapag-provide ng active na income sa inyo. So, when we say active income, consistent, no, na papasok sa inyo. Kung mawalan man kayo ng client and matigil man siya, fine. You can find another client, no, to sustain yung active income nyo. Kasi ganun talaga. Kumbaga, walang consistent na na-test yan ng pandemic. Kaya yung mga nagtatanong sa akin palagi na hindi naman consistent yung online job, no? O kaya hindi naman stable, ganyan. Ang tanong palagi dyan, meron ba bang stable sa panahon ngayon? Okay? Unless ma-stabilize mo na rin talaga yung sarili mo and at the same time, yung mga pinaggagawa mo sa buhay, mapa-online job or business yan, that's the only time that you can consider yourself or yung situation mo na stable na. Okay? So, kanya-kanya naman tayong timeline and then situation. So, ang kinaganda, no, once you are able to increase your salary and then ma-hit nyo, no, yung monthly income goals nyo at saka na-activate nyo na lahat ng mga po pwede nyong pagkakitaan, ganyan. Ito yung quality life na gusto natin, no, for our family. To have more time, magkaroon ng savings, lahat ng mga pangangailangan sa bahay from tech, home, and appliances, ma-increase ang ating salaries, no? Just in case we are targeting na magkaroon ng mas malaking income sa isa or dalawa nating trabaho or even negosyo. Ma-boost ang ating confidence, no? As well as moral. Yan, yung mga materials na kailangan natin, house, car, travel, yung insurance, at napakarami pang iba. So, remember, no, na may mga communities kagaya ng FH Moms na po pwedeng tumulong sa inyo. Hold on, wala dito yung slides. Sige, sorry. Let me just explain kung ano-ano yung nawala dito. Kung ano-ano yung mga income na yun, no. So, let's start muna with two types ng online job. So, pwede siyang voice or non-voice. So, when we say voice jobs, no, dun pumapasok, no, yung jobs kagaya ng phone support, no, or customer service. So, yan. Meron din tayong tinatawag na online teaching. So, sa online teaching, pwede kayong teacher, yung profession niya talaga. O di naman kaya ay kahit wala kayong background, no, sa pagiging isang teacher, let's say kayo ay stay-at-home mom, no, or totally no experience, pero kaya nyo, no, na gawin, no, yung pag-online na teaching, ayan, definitely kayang-kaya nyo. No, sige, let me just remove the slides. So yan, so we have voice jobs, and then the last one would be voice acting, o kaya yung pagdadub, o kaya yung pag-voice over. So yan, magkakasama yung mga yan. So imagine, tatatlo lang yung voice jobs. The rest naman, no, are the, uh, hold on, may natawag. Ang dami namang distractions. Okay, hold on. Ayan, sige yan. Going back. So, tatlo lang yon. And then the rest are non-voice jobs na. So, can you imagine kung kayo ay, let's say, may ganitong newborn, and then, ang dami yung mga tinatrabaho, no? Karamihan sa mga non-voice na jobs, po pwede nyong gawin anytime. Po pwedeng part-time, project-based, kung medyo busy kayo, o kaya meron kayong gustong gawin pa rin na full-time, and then you also wanted to try other part-time na mga jobs, no? So, lahat ng mga naiisip nyo or nagawa nyo na sa office before, meron siyang katumbas sa online world. So, for example, we have accounting and bookkeeping, general virtual assistants, which is similar with admin, o kaya pag-secretarial, no? O di naman kaya ay executive assistant, ganyan. Meron din tayong social media management as well as marketing, kung saan kayo naman yung magmamanage, no, ng mga pages, either Facebook page, Instagram, no, o kaya yung mga iba pang video, social media platforms, no, na video powered, such as TikTok, YouTube, ganyan. That's social media marketing na po pwede niyong gawin ng non-voice. And then we have the e-commerce, ayan. So in the Philippines, we have Lazada, we have yung mga yon, Lazada, Shopee, no? And sa ibang bansa, we have eBay, Amazon. So parang kumbaga kayo yung magmamanage nun, no? We also have yung traditional na writing, ayan. So marami na ring iba't ibang writing jobs ngayon. And then, ayan, lahat ng mga photo and video editing na usually project-based. So, as you can see, no, sobrang dami pang iba na mga job. Hindi tayo matatapos dito sa pag-share, no, ng iba't ibang mga online jobs na po pwede sa inyo. All you have to do is discover, no, ano yung po pwede sa inyo. Okay, so we already discussed, no, yung mga online jobs na po pwede niyong pasukin. But always remember na kailangan niyo pa rin tong aralin, especially if you are at the point, no, na gusto niyong mag-transition from your corporate life, no, to freelancing. Kasi ibang-iba siya, no, in a sense na sa corporate kasi you have a boss, o kaya you have a supervisor na magsusupervise sa inyo. In freelancing kasi, in a way, kayo yung service provider eh. Walang magmamando sa inyo. Kailangan kayo yung mag-provide ng service nyo bilang expert sa industry. Wala kayong ibang, well, depende sa setup kasi may mga companies na pag hinire nila kayo, no, merong team. So, let's say for example, merong HR, may payroll, no? May mga iba kayong ka-teammates. Pero most of the time, kung yung client nyo or employer nyo ay startup na business owner, ganyan, nag-iisa lang kayo, no, na virtual assistant niya, no? So, what does it mean? Ibig sabihin, kayo lahat yung mag-aasikaso ng mga kailangan. So, iba-iba, no, yung setup talaga ng online na freelancing job. So, always remember na pwede kayong pumili doon sa dalawa. O kaya may mga jobs rin na in a way hybrid siya. So, meron siyang voice jobs or task, and then meron din namang non-voice, ganyan. Meron pa nga ngayon na hybrid setup naman siya. So, work from home siya or remote, pero may mga times that you have to meet the client sa office, no? Either once or twice a week, o kaya minsanan lang, no? May mga on-site na task or visit, no? So, iba-iba talaga. Nag-i-evolve rin ng nag-i-evolve yung work. Pero, ayan, yun yung number one. And then, nowadays, meron na din tayong content creation naman na tinatawag. So, common to sa mga creators as well as influencers and then yung mga nagiging brand ambassadors, no? So, ito naman, considered rin siya as an active na income. Why? Kasi kung hindi nyo rin tatrabahuhin, hindi rin kayo magkakaroon ng income, no? Pero, ano siya, hindi ko alam kung may tamang term doon, pero ano siya, active siya na income kasi kailangan mong trabahuhin, pero in the future, pwede na rin siyang maging passive income. So, hindi ko alam kung meron na rin parang hybrid, no, when it comes to active and passive na income. Maybe si Monet yung makasagot nun. Pero, in my case, ganun siya. So, imagine I'm earning from the clients or the employers, and then I also earn from affiliate marketing or every time na kukunin ako ng mga brands, either as a host, sa live o kaya sa shoot, ganyan. O di naman kaya ay papadalhan nila ako ng mga for product reviews, ganyan. So yan, na-activate ko yun lahat. Even sa affiliate marketing, I earned thousands, no? Just by sharing uh, about their products as well as services, no? Na merong affiliate na link or a special na code. So, ganun siya nag-work, no? If you will be doing content creation, wala pa doon yung pwede nyong i-earn sa ads. Yung ads, yun naman yung pang-passive income na, no? So, yun. I hope wala akong nakalimutan doon sa part na yun. Nawala lang siya dito sa slides ko. But yeah, feel free to comment down if you have any questions. And then, I actually have a gift for you na nandun naman sa slides ko. Hindi naman siya nawala. So, I can share it with you na rin, no? Since andito na rin naman siya. And then, if you have any questions about online job na na-miss kong i-discuss, pwede naman natin masagutan ngayon. Plus, ayan, you can also send me a message then via Facebook, no? If you have more questions na hindi natin matatakel ngayon, no? Ayan, sige, Manet, would you like to moderate the Q&A na part? Let me just share this. Requirements pala, hindi ko na-discuss. Should I discuss about the requirements?
Oh, sure. Mommy MK, pwede po.
Okay. So, ayan. Before I share about the requirements, you can scan this QR code for free na courses. So, that's my gift to you na rin. Ayan. Sana marami kayong mapulot, no? Bukod dito sa ating discussion, pati sa mga free courses and then files natin, just scan this QR code. So, while you're scanning, no, this QR code, I'll explain na rin the requirements. So always remember na in terms of online job na mga requirements, iba-iba siya per company at saka job. Okay? So, bakit ko nasabing iba-iba siya? Kasi iba-iba talaga yung mga jobs at saka ang lawak, no? For example, there's this job na transcription ang tawag. So, ito naman yung transcription na jobs. Makikinig kayo sa audio, right? Tapos, itatype nyo kung ano yun. Though kaya naman na ng AI yun and all that. Pero may mga hardware na requirement yun. Yung parang pedal na tinatawag, ganyan. For some serious na mga transcription jobs. Okay? For example naman, for photo and video editing, ayan, merong mga platforms or software na kailangan na dapat alam niyo na. Okay? So, may mga jobs na may mga required siya na tools or software na either nagamit niyo na before, may access na kayo, naka-premium na kayo na access, ganyan. Or else, no, si client yung mag-provide. So, pagdating naman sa company na requirements, iba-iba din siya kasi bawat companies, iba-iba yung business nila. For example, may mga companies na ang business nila is about insurance, financial, about health, yung iba naman mga coaches sila, ganyan. So, iba-iba yung requirements nila. Yung mga iba, no, nag-aano sila, nagre-require sila na kailangan may mataas kang specs ng computer at saka internet speed all because magko-calls ka. Pero kung hindi ka naman magko-call, either video or audio yan, okay lang naman kung hindi ka taasan. Kung heavy naman yung task when it comes to photo and video editing, since magda-download yun ng sandamakmak na files, kakailanganin talaga mataas yung magamit nyo na computer. Pero kung admin naman and all that, always remember na kung ano man yung working nyo na computer or laptop dyan, yun na yung gamitin nyo kasi mas maigi na lang din na mag-upgrade no if needed. Plus, ang pinaka wais no na gawin when it comes to considering ng hold on, may tumatawag. At tsaka nyo na lang siya i-upgrade no or ano kapag nakita nyo sa mga job postings na ano siya na yun yung kailangan. Okay? So, yun lang naman. I think I have an emergency na call. Pero sige, Manette, feel free to
Sige
segue
po, Mommy
question.
MK, you can take the call. I'll proceed lang po with the
Okay.
other sources of income. So,
All right.
timely lang din siya. So, hold on. I'll just reshare my screen now.
Hello?
Okay, so I think visible naman siya. Okay, so thank you, Mommy MK, for sharing the active sources of income at the comfort of our home. So agree ako on the multiple sources of income. Hindi lang tayo mag-rely sa iisang source of income. And actually, hindi lang natatapos sa earned income at saka sa profit ang sources of income. We have also the third one. This is what we call royalty. So, if ever may successful business ka na, pwede mo siyang mapa-franchise sa ibang tao. So, hanap ka ng franchisee, tapos yung franchisee na gumagamit ng business mo, yung brand mo, yung system ng business mo ay magbabayad ng royalty. So, royalty, it's a legally binding payment made to an individual or company sa paggagamit ng asset, including those copyrighted na works. So, actually, sorry. So, just to share, no, hindi lang 2 or 3 sources of income ang kailangan for an average na millionaire. There are 7 streams of income. So, we shall continue for sa 4 to 7 na sources of income. But we have to understand kung gaano ka man ka-hardworking ngayon, kailangan din nating maintindihan na as individuals, we can only do so much because kailangan din natin na mag-recharge. We need to unwind. We also need, from time to time, no, kailangan natin mag-relax. And even we give our bodies enough time to recover, compare it with rest and relaxation. Sometimes we still end up getting sick because again, we can only do so much. So, these are actually the things na pwede natin ma-avoid if we let our money do the heavy lifting. So, if we are able to invest our money, it's going to work 24/7 because money does not need to sleep. Money does not need to relax. It won't even ask for day off or weekend off. Wala siyang kailangan na vacation. And because no matter how hard your money work for you, it does not get sick. And you'll only be able to make your money do this heavy lifting or do these things if you make little sacrifices to free money for investment. So yan ang kagandahan ng passive income. So to continue with our 4th source of income, we have interest income. Pag may interest income, ito yung nakukuha mo pag may pinapautang ka or nagpapautang ka. Or pag nilagay mo yung pera mo sa time deposit or savings account. So you receive interest income since you indirectly lend money to the clients of the bank. While lending the money to the government or companies or corporation through government bonds or corporate bonds, pwede kang maka-earn rin ng high na interest income. And less na worry pa kasi you don't need to collect to the different people na pinapautang mo. You don't need to collect from the corporation or sa government kasi the interest income is directly credited sa account mo. Plus, the high interest ngayon kasi yung environment natin has high interest yield. So you grab the opportunity to lock in your investment with a high interest for 3 years, 5 years, or 10 years. So 5th source of income is dividend. If you are into stock investing, may mga companies na publicly listed, may mga companies na nagbibigay ng dividend. So if gusto nyo ng fixed na dividend, it's better for you to invest in preferred stocks. And on the sixth source of income, we have capital gains. So ito yung increase ng capital asset value and pwede mo siyang ma-realize or makuha pag nabenta mo na yung asset mo. Example, yung property, yung stocks, yung bonds, or yung pag-redeem ng pooled funds mo. And lastly is rental income. So ito yung pagbabayad ng upa if nagpapaupa ka ng residential space, commercial space, though it requires substantial amount of money, but you receive streams of income monthly basis. But if wala ka pa namang sufficient na pera, alternatively, you can invest in real estate but for as low as 500 pesos if it is through REITs, or real estate investment trusts. And the beauty of REITs is that 90% ng distributable income of that company is given back to the investors. So again, there are actually two streams of income. One is active, one is passive. So active income, you have earned income and profit. And then yung nasabi na Mommy MK na hybrid, well, it falls under royalty. So you build muna yung business, you create muna yung content. Once you have already the content and the business, you may allow other people to use your business system, and then you ask for royalty fees. And then passive income, you have here interest income, dividend, capital gains, and rental income. So you can't create something out of nothing. You can only have or get multiple streams of income if you create multiple sources of income. So this is possible through First MetroSec, as we have managed to grow our business because we were able to expand our services from stocks to exchange traded funds to REITs to bonds and pooled funds by way of FundSmart to give Filipinos a wide array of investment universe so that we can cater sa beginners, intermediate, and seasoned investors, helping them achieve their short, medium, and long-term goals. So you can easily open a First MetroSec account or creating multiple sources of passive income. You just need to open a First MetroSec account via website at firstmetrosec.com.ph or via Play Store. Just download First MetroSec Go app and you need to complete the online application form and upload the necessary documents. It includes tax identification number, government issued ID, proof of address, proof of bank account, and 1,000 initial deposit. Just indicate the seminar code income instead of the 5,000 pesos. So I will just share to you the account opening procedure.
Trading on the go? Here's First MetroSec Go for you. Easily open your account today with this app. You can download the First MetroSec Go app through Play Store or App Store for free. If you already have it on your device, simply open the app and click Sign Up Now. Next, you need to create a user ID, read and agree to the terms, and provide these information. Once you're done, click the link on the email verification sent. Now, let's complete your account application. First, input your account information. Then, provide your user information. Next, accomplish the investor profile form. Almost there! read and agree to the terms and conditions, then click Agree. You will then receive your reference number through the app. Don't forget to save this number because you will need it for your initial deposit. Next, upload or take a photo of these requirements. 1 valid ID, 3 signatures on a piece of white paper, proof of address, and proof of bank account. If you're self-employed, there are additional requirements. Now let's fund your account. You can make your initial deposit through bills payment, online fund transfer, over-the-counter deposit, or remittance. The minimum 5,000 pesos or $100 can be used to invest in stocks, funds, and bonds. There is no maintaining balance required. Next, you will need to verify your identity. Simply take a photo of your ID and take a selfie. You're all set. An email confirmation will be sent to you in 2 to 3 business days. Happy trading! For more information, visit our help center at help.firstmetrosec.com.ph. All the options and convenience within your reach through International Finance's best online broker and best online trading platform for 4 years in a row. With First Metrosec, it's your future first.
So you may follow us on our socials. We have presence on all major social media platforms with the username at First Metrosec on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Viber, TikTok, YouTube, and podcast. So I will provide you the link so that you can easily check our socials. Hold on for a second. Okay, there. So I have shared the link for our social media pages. You may just click on that. And I would also like to invite you to our succeeding webinars for the month of June. This is a gift series for guided investors, a fearless trader, no webinars. So this is a paid webinar for stock traders or investor. So just click the link that I will provide in the comment section. Okay, there. And lastly, for our customized, gamified, award-winning market education programs exclusively designed for your company, school, or organization, just send us a formal invite at marketeducation@firstmetrosec.com.ph. So at this juncture, may I once again call our speaker, Mommy MK, to turn on your mic and camera as we accommodate any questions you may have. So simply write them in the designated Q&A section of the platform and we will try to get through as many as we can. So if ever we can't make it or we can't answer all of the questions due to the time constraints, we'll just answer it offline. There. So for the first question, what are the challenges in a home-based job? Are there any challenges for Mommy MK?
Yes, challenges, no? Ang pinaka-challenging, no, sa online job or sa freelancing is time management. Especially if you're especially if you're a mom like me, no? If you have multiple kids, no, and you're doing different kind of jobs then, no? So time management, it's because may mga clients, multiple clients yan, na iba-iba yung time zone nila. Okay? So, meaning to say, may time na pwede kang mag-work in the morning, in the evening, or madaling araw pa, ganyan. So, kailangan mo mag-adjust unless ima-manage mo siya in a sense na pipiliin mo lang na yung mga clients mo morning shift lang, no? And hindi ka kukuha ng night shift kasi may mga considerations ka. For example, health na conditions mo, ganyan. So, i-make sure mo din na yung mga task mo, nagagawa mo siya ng mabilis, no? Kasi you also have to run other errands, no? At home, no? O kaya for your family, no? Na mga responsibilities, you need to schedule lahat from sa school, no? Lahat ng kailangan ng kids, even yung personal niya na na life, no? At saka making sure din na yun nga sabi ko nga kanina na healthy kayo. Ako, I still go to let's say the spa, and then kapag may chance magde-date rin kami ni hubby, no? And it's only possible, no, na ma-manage yung time, especially if you have other people supporting you, such as let's say your partner, either yung husband nyo, ganyan, your family members, mga in-laws, no? In our case, ang kasama ko dito sa bahay is my husband, and then yung mga angels namin. So yung mga helpers namin, no, who's been with us for 4 years na, ever since we moved here in Lipa. So medyo matindi-tindi yung time management na ginagawa ko. So lahat nakakalendar. I use different tools to remind me, no, and ma-make sure na on track lahat ng mga jobs as well as businesses and projects. Since I run 2 companies then, and then may mga clients then on the side. So
Yun din personally yung first question ko, Mommy MK. How do you manage with a lot of things na ginagawa mo?
Oh, I wanted to add rin to
Mm.
that answer, no. Delegation then is very important. So, for you to be able to manage your time properly, you also need to learn how to delegate, and then dapat ma-identify mo rin ano yung mga task na dapat ikaw lang talaga yung gagawa because sobrang critical niya, or you need to decide on something, ganyan. And then, paano mo rin may empower yung let's say team members mo, no, maybe employees, ganyan, na mag-lead din sila. O kaya kapag wala ka, ito yung very important when it comes to managing your time and trying to balance, no, your family time din, ganyan. So, mahirap kasi siya. So, yung work-life balance na sinasabi, no, is for me, ako kahit na ang tagal ko ng working from home, may mga namimiss pa din ako, ganyan. So, it will never be balance na balance talaga. So, lagi ko pa rin siyang pinupush, no? So with that, dapat yung mga team members mo or employees, no, dapat alam rin nila kung kailangan ka nilang saluhin, or dapat alam nila yung ginagawa mo, para just in case lang kailangan mong magbakasyon, magpahinga, no, magra-run pa rin yung projects if we're talking about online job. And then yung business, no, if we're talking about your own na business naman.
Next question po, Mommy MK. Any adjustment po ba from corporate life mo, diba? Kasi nag-BPO ka before. And then, you transferred to work from home na setup.
Ako, no, ang nakikita ko kasi lahat is maganda. Parang mas angat yung benefit sa akin compared to dun sa mga nawala or napalitan, ganyan. Kasi I can easily give up, no, yung parang time spent sa, let's say, office friends, ganyan, or yung social life, ganyan. Since I'm work at home naman na, I mean, pamilyado naman na ako, parang hindi ko naman na masyadong priority yun, to be honest. Maybe if you are still single and then you wanted to explore pa din, no, yung corporate life, ganyan, pwede yun sa'yo. Pero ako na nakapag-settle na, mas ideal sa akin yung ganitong setup. So in terms of adjustment, no, pagdating sa work, I feel na mas marami lang yung na-explore ko na jobs, or mas nakapag-upskill ako, mas marami akong natutunan in the freelancing industry compared to my corporate na job, kasi paulit-ulit lang yung ginagawa ko. Depende na lang kung ma-assign sa iba or ibang account, ganyan. Pero minsan lang naman yung nangyari for ilang years. 3 years, ganyan. So, bilang na bilang ko lang kung ano yung mga pinagagawa ko, natutunan ko. So, compared dito sa freelancing na in just a couple of months, no, ang dami ko ng na-try, naaral, no, naging work, naging clients, iba-ibang nationalities pa, ganyan. So, ibang level yung experience for the past 7 years na working from home ako compared doon sa
Think na-disconnect ata si Mommy MK. Sorry about that. Okay, so while waiting for Mommy MK na bumalik sa Zoom, do you have any other questions? Pakitype lang po sa chat box or kindly indicate any learnings po na you'd like to share with other mga attendees right now. Let me just check the chat box. So far, personally, then I have experience then na work from home na setup. It was my part-time job before. I was an online ESL tutor for Japanese individuals for about 9 years. So part-time ko siya while I was also a full-time na employee before in a bank. So, I guess is Mommy MK back? Are you there na po, Mommy MK?
Yes, I'm back.
Ayun.
Sorry. Nawala
It's
ako bigla.
okay lang po.
Ayan. Sige,
There.
sorry.
So there you have it, no? Marami kayong mas productive kayo sa work from home na setup compared sa corporate life nyo. Now, I think let's just take last 2 questions na lang po. Would it be feasible to start a work from home na job with just using a phone? Possible pa kaya siya, Mami MK?
Yes, sige. Let me answer that, audio na lang. So,
Sige po.
yes, it is
Sure.
possible. Pero I do not recommend working from home only by only using your mobile phone if you don't have any skills or if you don't have any knowledge about online job. Why? Because there are jobs na especially if we're talking about jobs for those newbies na kailangan ng laptop or desktop because of the workload. So mas mabigat, no? So may mga jobs na kailangan talaga. Pero I'll give you one example. There's this online teaching na company na they would allow those na may mga experience na when it comes to online teaching or teacher sila by profession na gumamit ng mobile phone. And then meron namang mga social media marketers, no? Or even writers na they can do their jobs naman using their phone pag nagta-travel sila, ganyan. Kasi naman, it's easy to navigate yung job by using the phone. Pero kapag ibang mga usapan na kailangan talaga siyang nakadepende na sa trabaho or makakuha ng jobs kahit phone lang yung gamit mo. Pero sana yung phone din natin, kakayanin din yung task. Okay? Kasi even yung graphic designing, kaya siya sa phone eh. Since we already have Canva. So may mga app naman na mobile apps. Pero kapag may mga kailangan ng i-download na software, ganyan, madadali na kayo doon. Hindi nyo na kukuha yung opportunities na yon. So instead of settling sa mobile phone lang, why not pag-ipunan natin siya, especially if this is something that you really wanted to do and explore. And at the same time, kapag naman nakakuha na kayo kahit isang side gig or isang online job, pag napasok nyo yan, tuloy-tuloy na yung income nyo yan, plus makakabili na rin naman kayo ng laptop. So usually ganun naman yung nangyari. Kahit na nung nag-start sila, mobile phone lang sila o kaya yung mga luma nilang gamit. Palaging ganun. Basta ma-penetrate nyo lang yung industry, makukuha nyo rin talaga yon kung paano siya nag-work.
Ayun. So, possible siya. Depende lang sa job na kukunin nyo. And for the last question na po, Mami MK, how do you ensure effective na collaboration in projects, especially mga home-based din yung other na mga members nyo?
So, yung setup na when it comes to online jobs, may mga projects kasi or may mga jobs na you will be working with international virtual assistants din. So, may mga working sa US, tas sa UK, tas sa mga Asian countries like the Philippines. Minsan naman, lahat kayo Pinoy, tas si client lang yung international. Ganyan. So, iba-iba talaga yung setup, pero mostly diverse din talaga. So, in order for you to be more collaborative with your work from home na setup, it's important that you know how to communicate well. So hindi nyo naman kailangan na fluent in English, number one yun, kasi yun yung misconception ng karamihan na parang they are thinking kailangan magaling ka mag-English bago ka makapasok sa online job. No. May mga clients na hirap rin sila mag-English, okay? Kasi hindi naman nila yun na first language, just like the Philippines. And then, ang isa pa, no, aside from basic communication that you can use, no, to talk to them, no, during meetings, ganyan. Kasi usually naman nare-require lang na fluent kayo when it comes to English communication kapag gagamitin siya for your work. If you, let's say, you are in sales or maybe customer service, ganyan. Pero if not, okay lang. And then another one is negotiation na skills nyo. Very important siya when it comes to working with a team. Because you have to negotiate with your client, yung work from home na setup nyo. And then if there's any conflict na nag-a-arise, no, you need to learn how to communicate that to your client. So ako, no, personally, in order for you to survive in the freelancing industry, very important na open kayo. Kasi madalas, no, tayong mga Pinoy, nahihiya, ganyan, na magsabi, no, o kaya kung ano man yung dumating, yun na lang. So, talagang mag-shift yung mindset mo when you work from home, no, sa maraming aspect in terms of your financial and then yung career mo, no, na mindset. So, nakakatuwa kasi in just a few months or years of working from home, marami kayong madidiscover din sa sarili nyo.
Okay, thank you for that, Mami MK. Last na lang po talaga na question, may pahabol lang from an audience, from an attendee rather. What's the monthly average net income po ng VA? Gross income less utilities and other expenses for part-time and full-time.
I cannot speak for the whole community or the industry, okay? Especially salary or income ay iba-iba for each person, plus wala rin kasing standard na rate for each job. So iba-iba siya, depende sa role, depende sa task, no, depende rin sa ano yung commitment, no, ng virtual assistant sa client niya, kung part-time ba, for full-time ba, long-term ba, project-based ba. So napakadaming considerations, to be honest. So kung yung iba pa may isang client, dalawa, multiple clients, yung iba 10, especially if we're talking about let's say part-time, kasi you can get an online job na 1 to 2 hours lang, right? So ang hirap nitong sagutin yung monthly average na net income ng isang VA minus pa, so magmamat tayo nito, minus the utilities and then other expenses. Pero let me just give you an idea about the maybe yung expenses, no? Kasi when you work from home, kailangan mo talaga ng computer. In our case, ang daming, ang setup ko kasi ngayon, no, laptop na lang. Okay? But before, when I started working from home, meron pa akong upuan, meron pa akong yung table ko, yung desktop ko, mga kung ano-ano pa, hanggang sa mas bumawas na lang siya ng bumawas. Siyempre, papalitan mo yun, no? Hindi naman palagi, pero napapalitan siya. So, work from home na setup, no? Ayan. Plus yung monthly mo na kuryente, no? Wi-Fi, yan lang namang dalawa. Tapos yung tools din, for example, if you are using Canva, Zoom, ganyan, kung nagbabayad ka rin doon. Remember din na may mga tools or software na si client yung nagbabayad. Meron na rin naman na ikaw, no? Kasi kailangan mo siya for your personal use. Plus, if you will be working with multiple clients, mas wise na meron ka talaga nun. Something like that. Kaya itong question na to, napakahirap niyang sagutin kasi again, iba-iba talaga siya. Ang monthly na average income, no, when I asked the community, because I had a poll about this, yung iba sa kanila, no, they are earning, mag-start yan, no, ng 20,000 pesos pataas. So, yung iba umaabot rin ng 6 digits, ganyan. So, yung iba naman na mas less yung kinikita nila, no, less than 20,000, it's because it's part-time or it's a local client at single lang yung client, parang ganon, no? So, I hope naka-help yung sagot ko na yon na mas magkaroon ng kalinawan kasi kahit mag-ikot-ikot pa kayo, magtanong kayo sa mga tao kung may standard ba, ano, wala, okay? Unless na-pressure lang sila, nabigyan kayo ng numbers. Pero ako, personally, no, based on my experience and sa lahat ng taong nakausap ko, iba-iba talaga.
Thank you so much for that, Mommy MK. So that sums up our Q&A portion. Thank you so much for all of your questions, and of course, thank you very much to our guest speaker, Mommy MK, for gamely answering them. So for the last slide na lang to our attendees, we also value your feedback. You can share your thoughts and experiences with us by scanning the QR code and answer our feedback form. So link will also be provided from our chat moderator. So your input is essential to us. So we appreciate your contribution and we look forward to implementing positive changes based on your valuable feedback. So again, thank you so much, Mommy MK, and we look forward to our next collaboration as we continue to serve the Filipino investors as well. So perhaps you have some parting words for our audience before we formally end our event.
Yes, yes. Ayan. So siguro I have this one message lang that I'd like to share kasi many talaga is struggling na in terms of, money, especially ang daming expenses, ang mamahal ng bilihin, ganyan. Tapos others would tell you, no, to save money. And lagi kong kino-question, how are you gonna save money if you don't have the income in the first place or wala kang maitabi talaga kasi lahat pinanggagastos mo na sa sarili mo and all that. So, ako, palagi kong ina-advise, if you have the means to save, go. Pero if you don't have any income pa as of the moment para makapag-save ka or makapagtabi and all that, try to figure out muna how can you earn, no? Either active yan na income or passive na income. But very, very important na ma-discover nyo, no? Ano yung income streams na po pwede sa inyo. Kasi not everyone naman can be an online freelancer for whatever reasons. Or an online na creator, ganyan. O kaya hindi mo naman na rin pala kakayanan work outside ng home mo, 'di ba? So you need to discover kung ano yung pupwede sa inyo, yun muna. And then never lose hope. Lahat naman tayo ay may opportunity, no, to learn new skills and then earn, no, ng kung ano mga means yan. So good luck to everyone, and if you have any questions or if you need help from me in the future, let me know lang. I'll be happy to help. Thank you.
Thank you so much po, Mommy MK. So it always starts with self-awareness. So there you have it. Once again, on behalf of First Metro Securities Brokerage Corporation, I would like to express my deepest gratitude to Mommy MK of Get Hired Online and FH Moms for gracing us with her time and presence. So it's truly an evening well spent. Thank you also to everyone who attended the session tonight. So we sincerely hope you learned a lot and that these insights and lessons will help in your investment journey as well, and also in boosting your means of sources of income. So please don't forget to provide us feedback for today's webinar, and we hope to see you again in our future learning events, because over here at First Metro Securities, we put your future first. Have a great evening, everyone. Thank you so much. Bye.